Leicester in the league and then a make-or-break Champions League game against Barcelona. I mean, how are you managing your team selection over the next few days?
Well, I think you know me, and we are going to try to take the best decision for Saturday, to try to be competitive and be close to win and performance in the best way. It's not easy, of course, because every 3 days to play is so tough for the players and, of course, for the staff. But we are going to try to take the best decision, to put a very fresh team, fresh leg, fresh mind, and try to compete in the best way.
I would imagine for the players going to the new camp in a game that means a lot, could that be quite distracting? Have you had to keep their focus for obviously an important game with Leicester?
No, I think the focus for us is to try to win the 3 points against Leicester. That is the most important game. Doesn't exist Barcelona. We are going to maybe to rotate some players because they need rest, not because we are going to play against Barcelona Tuesday. And that is why I anticipate you and anticipate the people that the decision that we are going to take is always thinking and try to provide the best things to the player. If we detect some player tired, maybe to rest, but thinking always in try to win the game again Leicester, but not thinking in the game after.
You've spoken about managing Kieran Trippier's injury in the Leicester game. Will he be okay for the Barcelona game? And how much football does he have in him in December, the busy December period?
Sorry, you asked me it's going to be tomorrow.
Barcelona. Trippier.
Will he be okay for Barcelona?
I don't know. I cannot guess. I cannot guess. After it came off Wednesday, I think first of all we need to try. We are creating a plan for him to help to improve. If we apply common sense, it's difficult for tomorrow to play when you came off after 48 hours or 72 hours. Is not. I think it's not common sense to think to play with him. And I don't believe Barcelona is going to be available. We'll see. We need to assess him, and we'll see what happens, what is going on. After to be training and resting and with a plan to improve in his problem, he cannot cope with 90 minutes, and that is why we cannot make another mistake. Because after in that busy fixture, it's difficult to play with some player that thinking that you need to manage the bench because maybe not arrive to complete the 90 minutes, and that is why we need to be sure next time that we are going to think to put him to play that we are right. That is going to cope with the 90 minutes. After something can happen in football, that you cannot avoid 100% of risk, but it's so important to be right. And of course, thinking in try to help him always, like we are thinking for all the players.
You mentioned the fact he played in England's third, fourth place playoff World Cup a few days after doing the injury initially. What have you said to Gareth Southgate about that?
No, but I am so clear in my concept. I think I explained Wednesday after in my press conference when you came off and after and you left your team with one player less. That was in that case because all the changes were doing. It's just to do, and it's because you are in a problem, no? Because you are playing the final, semi-final is the final, and after 3 days to be available to play is a little bit weird, no? The situation, but in our opinion, in the way that we see the things, for me, a player that came off, asked to came off the pitch, of course. It's the common sense that after 3 days it's impossible to play because something is something wrong in that situation. And yes, of course, I told you that the problem start there for him. Remember that was I don't know with who, when we gave rest again, we start giving more time to recovery. He didn't start the season on Newcastle, and after the first game, the Champions League was again Inter de Milan. There, remember that I explained the cow and the train. Remember that metaphor? Eh? Yes, exactly. And remember, and yes, the question was why? And look, the people and you need to trust in our assessment and in our decision, is because always we try to do the best for the player. Sometimes to put pressure may or confuse the people, but we are always thinking in the same way, because our priority is to help the player, is to provide the best platform for them to performance. And the first that we are interested in to win the games, always this guy, because if we lose the game, the first that is going to pay for that is this guy. The coach, the head coach, the manager, when no win games, is the first that is go to the street, away. Yes, of course, that is the reality in football. And that is why it's a lot of things that we need to change in football, but that perception is the same. The coaches always have the right reason to take the decision for one or another thing, and always we try to win games. We never going to be against ourselves, no? To play against ourselves.
Did you feel the need to speak to England about?
Sorry?
Did you feel the need to speak to anyone?
No, I don't need. No, I don't need. They know how clear we are after, I think, 6 years working on England. We are the first that we are interested that the national team take all the success that they can. I think we feel part of the success of the English national team. We are always open to help the coaching staff and of course the manager. And we have a very good relationship, very open relationship, very honest relationship, very clean, clear relationship. And yes, maybe we now share our decision and how we see the things. And yes, no problem. I think always is about to be positive in all the situation, to help us, of course, but help the national team to have the best player ready to compete and win games. That is the most important thing.
After the game on Wednesday or during the week, Danny Rose said it's no longer an honour to play at Wembley, and he cited the fact that 33,000 people there is a bit flat. I just wonder what you thought of that.
Look, I don't know. I didn't hear him what he said. Of course, the comment from Simon or from the people arrived to me. I'm not going to create a debate with him or with another player. I think everyone is entitled to give their opinion. If you ask me, I am so happy to play on Wembley. I was explaining before some people. When I born in Argentina. When I hear England for the first time was with all the problems with the Falkland. I think very sad news when I hear for the first time. I was in Argentina, in my own town. And then when I arrived to Europe, and when I played the World Cup against England, and when after we arrived to Southampton 6 years ago, I am, of course, I changed complete my mind in the way that I see this country. For me, it's an honor to be here. It's a pleasure to be here, and I discovered an amazing people, an amazing country. Very, too close to us. Sometimes, yes, we always compare in Argentina with Spain, with Italy, but we have more coincidence with the English people in Argentina than Spain or Italy. And when you, like we love football, always you hear about Wembley. And always was a dream to play in Wembley. I played in 2000 with the national team on the old Wembley, and was a dream become true. And now every week or every 2 week to have the possibility to play on Wembley, for me is a gift. For me, it's about to enjoy every day that when I took I don't know if it's a North Circular or I don't know. Yes, when I look the bridge, I say thank you, because to every game that I play on Wembley is a gift. We take like a gift, and Jesus the same, because we always go together to the Wembley. Say, one game more. What lucky we are. And for me is the best place on the world to play football. And of course, it's going to be after we are going to share with our new stadium. It's going to be the two best place to play, our new stadium, White Hart Lane and Wembley. Personally, for me, it's a gift to have the possibility to play on Wembley every 2 weeks. Of course, after the disappointed, our fans, I understand. Player, understand, but for me, I take very positive to play there. For me, it's a gift, and it's a gift that I want to enjoy every time that I am there.
Quick question on Jack Grealish. He said this in an interview that every young player wants to play at the top, especially when it's a team in the Champions League. But when he was asked about his links with Tottenham in the last window, is that something you could revisit in January, Jack Grealish?
Look, I think it's plenty of players were related with Tottenham, not only in last summer, in the previous season. You know that it's difficult to talk about rumors, about names. I told you we'll see what happens in January. I think we have full squad. I think we have 28 on the squad. I think it's impossible to sign player if we after not have a space to because we have more. Look at what happened in Champions League with Juan Foyt, Chike Nkudu or Vincent Janssen. I see we don't have place enough at the moment, and it's no sense to talk about to sign players, you know.
Okay. So any more podcast questions?
Hi, Mauricio.
Hi.
Question about Juan Foyt. We know that he's joined the injury list at the moment. How much of a blow is that? Because he's been a very important player for you lately.
I don't understand. Yes, he's out for tomorrow. He suffered a hit in his ankle. Juan. Okay, we'll start again. Yes, Juan. Yes, but it's not a big issue. I think it's only to take a risk about him, and then it's sure for Saturday he's going to be out. But after in Tuesday he cannot play because he's out of the list, and then sure he's going to be ready for the next game.
We're more than a third of the way through the season now. How would you assess the season so far? Do you think you're ahead of where you expected to be, or behind where you expected to be?
Yeah, I think we assess if the last season, in that period, after 15 games, I think we had 6 points less. I think now we have maybe 9 points more than the last season in that period. I don't know. I didn't see. I saw before the Southampton game, but now I don't know if after 15 games. I think yes, we finished the first half of the season with 34, and now we have 33. Yes, if not, I have good memory, and I think you can say. In some point, we improve. You can say, so far, so good, the season. I don't know. Everyone can take in the way that they want. But for me, it's always to assess the season on the end. How you finish on the end is the most important. You can be on the top today or fifth or 10, but if after you achieve all that you want on the end, is the most important. It's how you are going to finish. At the moment, I think we are fighting. We are in a very good place in Premier League. Of course, we arrive in a very decisive game against Barcelona, a must-win game. Yes, I think we are in a situation that for many people maybe didn't believe that after all that happened in summer. But I think the belief in this that we have in this team and we create, and I think is so strong, and give us the possibility to fight for big things when I think no one count in us. Remember, after it was closed the transfer window, no signing, the people was so pessimist. After arrived the stadium that we need to delay to move and play in Wembley again, the people was so pessimist about our future. But we are fighting like the previous season, and that is, I think, is a massive credit for the club, for the player, of course.
Traditionally, if you look at the last few seasons, Spurs have played very well and got a lot of points in December. Do you think your players are the type of players that do well when there are a lot of games coming thick and fast?
Look, it's true that the season is completely different than the previous season, because previous season we had a properly pre-season, and now it's a challenge. It's a challenge for us, the future, how we are going to performance. It's all new. I think for us, for many clubs, the same. We are not only us, different clubs have a lot of injury too. Yes, it's not easy, because not only depend that your training, your preparation, your method, you depend too, because in that period is some virus and illness, cold, flu. How you rest. It's plenty of things. The circumstance that sometimes is not depend only that how you are going to manage the rest, how you are going to rotate the player, or how if you are going to train more or less. Is plenty of things that you need to care. That is why it's so busy and so tough for the player, but it's so difficult for the staff, for the medical staff. That is why I want to say thank you, because all the medical staff, of course, the nutritionists, the people here that is working a lot to trying to help to provide the best tool to the player to be ready to compete. Yes, it's so tough for everyone.
And just one more question. What have you made of Leicester this season? What kind of team do you think they're playing like at the moment?
No, I think Leicester is a very good team. After the tragedy, it's a so difficult thing to recover after that. We are so painful. I'm so sorry for everyone there. But they have a great manager, great players. I think they have a very good squad. It's a team that plays so well with clear ideas, and of course, they are doing a fantastic job. It's not easy, but yes, for me, it's going to be a tough game. I think it's a game that is going to be more difficult than the previous game that we play.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
The last one, please.
Mauricio, can I just ask you, Eric Lamella's injury, how frustrating has that been for him and you? Because he seems to be really finding his rhythm.
Yes, but yes, Eric is going to be. I think tomorrow or after tomorrow is going to be again with the group training and available maybe for Tuesday to be selected. But one thing we need to understand, Lamela, he suffered a massive problem. Remember, it was more than 1 year out. He suffers 2 surgery, and Need time. It was a small problem, tiny problem, but in that competition and on England to compete is so tough. Yes, but I think only need to be consistent. The most important thing that was a big issue and is now nearly ready again to be ready to compete again.
Okay, Mark, I noticed you're there now. Do you want to?
That's right.
Yeah.
You were very worried about the number of chances that Southampton had the other night and how busy your goalkeeper was. With the games coming so quickly, how do you work on that on the training ground?
On the video, we work on the videos. We work talking individual with the individual player, with the defensive line, with the midfielder, with the striker, with the keeper. I think it's different because it's impossible to work on the pitch too much, and yes, that is the only way that we can work and improve.
Is that a cause for concern because of Barcelona coming up?
Yeah, but I think it's important to understand after 3-0, previous games were very tough and emotional games, and of course it's maybe drop your focus, and when after you want to reconnect again, it's late and it's difficult to come back. It's easy to lose the focus, but it's so difficult to switch on again. And that is important to understand. I think that was the problem more than the tactics or our performance was poor. I think that this was a problem, and we need to understand that we cannot lose the focus during 90 minutes. Happen what happened during the game.